you guys are nice and do nice things, which a lot of people do. They do nice things. That means give a share, give a shout out, give a like, tell your homies, tell your friends. And you know what we are going to get into today is some MEMECOIN picks. And I spend a lot of time in the trenches. I am not reactionary. I just listen to what's happening on the tracks. And I am about to start bringing some of the good picks and bad picks to the table. See what kind of things we can uncover this MEMECOIN super cycle that is coming. So buckle up. We're about to start things. Thank you for tuning in as always. Here we go. Going on. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We are going to get right into it. And I got a little joke for you. How many runes holders does it take to change a light bulb? None. They operate in the dark. Oh! The secret sauce for today is the man who moves a mountain begins by carrying a small stone. Do not forget that as you begin to build your empire and start to move stone by stone. It is called putting bricks in the foundation. You got to do it brick by brick. Next up, Bitcoin surges towards $70,000. Do we see it stop? It's a mixed review. Think what you want. Anyway, we're getting super close. It is going to be fueled by pro-crypto pledges from candidates from here to Indiana and back. There's over 35,000 Bitcoin has flooded exchange wallets in the past 2 weeks with Bitcoin futures. Open interest has also hit an all-time high. We have Ethereum, and it is experiencing a mixed bag at the moment. The Ethereum ETFs are seeing massive 2.2 billion inflows, boosting Bitcoin's rally. However, the network's deflationary model is taking a hit as gas fees plummet to record lows. I looked this morning, and I think the average price for an Ethereum transaction is 3 gwei. That is just amazing. Maybe that's because nobody is using it. Next up, we have compound finance. They are under some serious scrutiny, aka a microscope. There is about 24 million in treasury allocation. It is raising questions about governance. ZoomX has released a comprehensive report on the crypto exchange landscape. If you are so inclined, search for that. It is interesting. We have USA Basketball making some news. NFTs sales are finally up, and Fantom, ticker sign FTM, is it finally on the rebound? We also saw Ronin blockchain hit 2 million daily active users. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Monday. It is the 29th of July, and it is time for some rare bits. Today, the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Oh my goodness, we are just going to get into it. It is coming in at a 74 today. Yesterday is 71, last week a 70, and last month a 30. And while we are here, I am just going to pull this up. So this is, let's just look at the 1 year Crypto Greed and Fear Index. So you can see down, just the ultimate low was on the 13th of July. So that seems like weeks ago. It was not. Well, it actually was, but it seems like years ago. So it looks like sentiment has turned back around. We will absolutely take it. We have the top crypto search term for the normies. It is Pyth Network, ticker sign PYTH. It is up 8% on the 7-day. Put this on your list. It is a great token. I recommend this. Mother approved, kid tested, put it in your bag. Bitcoin dominance, it is up on the 24 hours. Ethereum dominance, it is also up. Total crypto market cap, it is also up. What is happening? We're coming in at $2.52 trillion at the moment, and Bitcoin is at a critical juncture. We need to close above range high resistance to potentially pierce into the next parabolic phase. Historical patterns indicate that Bitcoin may need to consolidate for an additional 50 days. Now, something else that is interesting. Today marks 100 days since the Bitcoin halving. Technicals are conflicting with what is happening. Do you have patience? The market will stay crazy longer than most of us can stay liquid. Keep that in mind. Do not try and put a rhyme or reason to things. I think it is still time for chop sideways. September 2024 is going to be a big mover to me. Breakouts happen around that time. It is when the kids are back to school, all the things start making sense again. And before we get into more news, let us check the numbers for the nerds. And we are cracking into the current heat map. And as you can see, Bitcoin has turned red for the moment. What are we talking about? Bitcoin is currently trading at $67,176. Ethereum, $3,320. Solana 187, back on its tear toward 200. BNB 577. Dogecoin 0.13. Ton $6.67. Is this a buying opportunity at the moment? Now I am going to go to the crypto bubbles. These are some of the things that I am currently watching, and it's interesting to see at a glance what has moved up and down in the last 24 hours. One of the great tools about crypto bubbles is you can go to the day, see what has risen on the day. Metaplex is up 15% on the day. MEMECOIN is up 8% on the day, while it's still down 15% on the week. I still think this is a buy. Even smarter, if we go to the week and look at what is down, Mother Iggy is down 30% on the week. Has she lost her steam? She is on the timeline doing things. What type of interactivity needs to happen to get that stuff cranking again? On the hour, movers, Brett is making a nice little comeback, up 4.9% on the day and just up on the hour. I bought some of this the other day. Pepe is a good bet. Bonk has a bunch of stuff in the barrel. They are ready to start firing cannons, so keep that in mind. I wanted to look at some of the top meme coins super quick by market capitalization. So as far as price movement in the last 24 hours, we have MOG up 5.9%, Pepe trading flat. Brett, we just mentioned it. Dogecoin is actually flat to negative, and boom, Book of Memes is up 11.85% in that 24 hour. What I wanted to also look at is market cap volume. So what's really interesting, if we look at the 30-day, we can see just some dips, right? We go to the 1 year and it looks like, oh my goodness, this meme coin super cycle has driven so much liquidity into the space. But when in doubt, always zoom out. So let's just back up and get a view of when the ICO days were happening and some other things were happening. So look at that volume back in December of 2021 and prior to that. We are talking all-time highs for volume. We are not there yet. The meme coins are going to help. We still need major traction. It has not happened. Keep your adventure pants on. It will come. Next up, I wanted to look at just some quick numbers for the nerds, right? We are looking at Bitcoin USD. We have a red candle for the moment, and I'm going to run through these just super quick. Next up, Ethereum. We have a green candle for the moment. Solana, we have a green candle for the moment. I have these technicals set up. I am not going to run into them. I am just looking at the dailies. Is it a good time to buy? I just told you what I thought. Now, we are going to get into some news that caught my attention. So first up, we have USA Basketball. They are celebrating a 50th anniversary. How are they doing it? With a unique NFT project. It is developed in collaboration with Coinbase and Daniel Ashram. So this animated NFT will evolve through various seasons, with collectors able to mint updated versions to complete the collection. All this happens on August 5th, 2024. One lucky collector will win a signed physical artwork by Ashram. The initiative underscores the growing crossover between basketball and NFTs, following similar efforts with the NBA and FIBA. Now, NBA Top Shot, do we see that making a resurgence? Are NFTs going to come back? It is interesting. If we look at the numbers, one might say, we don't know. As far as the numbers go, we have a 7.7% increase over the last week. We did about $108 million worth of sales. Solana was up 5%. Bitcoin, it was up 18% as far as sales goes. Top NFT collection was Solana Monkey Business, just doing about $4.94 million. That is up 16% in the last week. Dogezuki made an entrance with $3 million in sales over the last 24 hours. So while the market is not dead, it is drastically down. You can see from this chart, we are not at our all-time lows, but we are really close. We need to revive things. I mentioned at the top of the show, Fantom, ticker sign, FTM. This is a no-cost layer blockchain that is built for gaming, super miniature transactions, super cheap, super easy, and super fast. They have been in the kitchen cooking. They hired supposedly a new marketing person maybe a month and a half ago. So maybe we are starting to see their initiatives start to come out as they have conquered the message and are starting to deliver. Do we see a bounce start to happen? We did see a 6% bounce today. They announced some interesting stuff, basically fueled by a partnership with Alchemy. It is going to support the Sonic Initiative program with $5,000 in developer funding that they are going to be sending out to participants. This collab aims to enhance Fantom's infrastructure, offering sub-second transaction finality and a new revenue stream for developers. They are going to renew investor interest and suggest potential continued bullish momentum for FTM. I am not saying this is a buy yet. I am saying put this on your radar. I have been watching this for about 6 months. I have not pulled the trigger. Put it on your radar. Just begin to watch it. Next up, we have the Ronin blockchain. They are focused on gaming. They just hit 2 million AU. That is amazing. 2 million daily active users. The DAU is cranking on July 29th. All of this happened. The achievement follows a surge in activity driven by the success of its NFT marketplace, Mavis Market, and listing the Ronin token on Binance. The migration of the popular Web3 game Pixels to Ronin is also helping. They have 15 playable games and more in development, and the network is going to be introducing the ZK EVM Ethereum virtual machine layer 2 to the ecosystem to further decentralize and scale its operation. This is big news. This is how we want to see things, this interoperability, these ecosystems taking strengths from other ecosystems to make the web, the underlying architecture better, faster, safer for all of us that are involved. I love seeing these things. Next up, according to ETC Group, Bitcoin's rally often accelerates after the 100th day of halving today. So keep your pants and all that shit on, because hopefully we are just going to start ticking away toward the top. Do we see it happen? Again, I mentioned this at the beginning, these historical patterns that everybody is predicting future movement on are not always the best indicators. We have to look at sentiment. And if you keep in mind just the fact that Bitcoin has been talked about by presidential candidates, 1, it is magical. 2, it did not move the needle, right? So crypto people, understand we are a smaller group of individuals than one might think. Not everybody is dying to get involved with this. Trust me. So while it is a staple for us, there are other huge issues on the debate stage. Keep that in mind. Do not get flustered. Our message is strong and powerful, and hopefully it will be adopted. We just need to keep moving in this direction. So as soon as Bitcoin price starts to go up, that will obviously help with that direction. We have analysis by Michael Vindepop. I look at his stuff sometimes I agree, sometimes I do not. Today, he is bringing up the 2.66 trillion resistance within 2 to 3 months, currently at 2.41 trillion. He is saying the market is currently in a strong uptrend. He is looking to break 800 billion's resistance. It's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. It just looks like we are in this range. Crucial resistance to break begins about $781. So we are looking at the total crypto market cap. So it's interesting. And this even gets back to what I was saying with the meme coins, right? When we look at the activity in the marketplace, it is nowhere near where it once was. And what is exciting when you look back and you look forward, we have so many more vehicles for people to play with. When they do come, it will be easier for them to get onboarded and get in the mix of things. So all of this work that we have been doing, while it seems like nobody is here, it's like you're early to the party, so fucking set up. And that's exactly what we've been doing for the last 4 years. It is time to get your party hats on. Let's see if we can do this. We have Donald J. Trump, who was previously critical of Bitcoin, like so many, has turned the corner. We want pro-crypto policies. They are the absolute best policies. A recent Supreme Court ruling might also limit the SEC's authority, impacting its regulatory stance under Gary Gensler. All these things are wonderful to hear. The potential climate around cryptocurrency is becoming increasingly partisan, which is absolutely what we want. We want to see growing acceptance of Bitcoin across the board. We want to see stable coins flourish. We want to see the approval of other ETFs come down the pike. We want to see funds that pool all of these cryptos into funds that are easy for people to trade. All of these things are coming, and I am excited about it. We also have... Now, this is Satoshi Nakamoto. This is not the creator of Bitcoin. But his statement from 14 years ago goes like this: if you do not believe in it, or you do not get it, I do not have time to try and convince you. I'm sorry. So that statement remains relevant today. Initially, it was dismissed when Bitcoin traded at 0.07 cents. Satoshi's focus on building rather than convincing skeptics has been validated time and time again. We are witnessing history in the making. Recent polls show a stronger holder conviction with Bitcoin, with many unwilling to sell, even if the Bitcoin price falls significantly. This is all good news that we want to hear. If you are still craving crypto clarity, please subscribe to my Substack today. Warning, rare bits may cause hodling.